welcome to your deep dive. Today we're unpacking a comprehensive report. It's looking at Azerbaijan's weather forecast and climate risks for August 10th through 19th, 2025. Our mission really is to pull out the key insights, the so what from these numbers, showing how this daily weather stuff connects to Azerbaijan's bigger, well, rapidly changing climate story.
Absolutely. And what's fascinating here, I think, is how this specific forecast, this 10-day window, it really highlights these broader, accelerating climatic shifts. It connects the dots between today's weather and the long-term changes that are reshaping the country. It's like a snapshot, yeah, but it tells a much, much bigger story.
Okay, so let's dive right into the immediate forecast then. The report shows a pretty high probability of significant heatwave conditions across Azerbaijan. We're talking August 10th to 19th. Places inland, like the Kura-Araz lowlands and Nakhchivan, could see temperatures consistently over 35 Celsius, maybe even hitting 40 degrees. That's serious heat.
That is serious heat. And, in Baku, the capital, while the thermometer might read a bit lower, say 30, 34 degrees C, you've got other factors. You have the coastal humidity, and then there's the urban heat island effect. Basically, all the concrete and asphalt trapping heat. That combination will really amplify what those temperatures feel like. And it's not just uncomfortable, it's a genuine public health risk.
Right. That feels like temperature.
Exactly. And even the nights, they won't offer much relief. That's crucial because your body really needs that cool down period.
Yeah.
It also, it brings up a pretty sobering statistic from the report too. In 2020, 100% of children in Azerbaijan were exposed to prolonged heat waves.
Wow, 100%.
Yeah, that's not just a number, It points to these really deep challenges for daily life, for education, long-term health, for a whole generation.
That's a staggering figure, really puts it in perspective. And it underlines why Azerbaijan's climate future is, so critical to understand. The long-term trends paint an even starker picture. The region is warming faster than the global average. Look at Baku again. Between, say, 1960 and 1990, the city had 86 days over 35 degrees Celsius in total. But then you look at 1991 to 2020. That number jumped to 365 days.
An entire year's worth, effectively.
It's more than a four-fold increase. It almost completely changes what normal summer weather looks like there.
It really does redefine normal. And this rapid warming, it leads directly to something the report calls the dry intense paradox when it comes to rain. So summers are generally projected to get drier. That obviously makes existing water scarcity issues worse for farming, for communities.
Okay, drier summers.
But, and here's the paradox, at the same time, those extreme rainfall events, the really heavy downpours, they've actually increased. So you get this rapid runoff, flash floods, landslides, especially out in the western regions and the greater Caucasus foothills. It's this incredibly difficult situation. Not enough water most of the time, and then suddenly way too much all at once.
That's a tricky combination. And it's not just happening on land, right? The Caspian Sea is involved too. You might initially think, warm Caspian Sea, maybe 27, 28 degrees Celsius near Baku. Sounds nice for a swim, maybe.
Well, perhaps. But if we connect that warmth to the bigger picture, it's really a symptom of a profound ecological crisis that's unfolding there. See, the rising air temperatures speed up evaporation from the Caspian Sea's surface, and that's causing the sea level to drop.
How much are we talking?
Alarmingly fast. The projections are for a potential drop of anywhere from 9 to 18 meters in the long run.
9 to 18 meters. That's massive.
It's huge. Think about what that means. Existing ports, coastal infrastructure, those vital energy facilities along the coast, they're all threatened. And the unique ecosystems, the Caspian's famous sturgeon, they're losing their habitats. It impacts fisheries, biodiversity, everything. It's just a massive shift for a body of water that's so central, really, to the region's whole economy and identity.
Okay, so bringing it all together then, what does this mean for someone looking ahead to August 2025 and maybe beyond? Expect hot, dry, sunny weather mostly. Definite heat wave risks, especially away from the coast. And while it might not happen often, there's still that lingering risk of isolated but potentially high-impact storms, particularly in the west.
Right, and the report really hammers this home. Keep an eye on the official forecasts. Azerbaijan's National Hydrometeorological Service, they're the ones providing the essential real-time guidance for making tactical decisions. Because, this isn't a static picture. It's constantly evolving.
Absolutely. So as we wrap up this deep dive, here's something to think about. When a place like Azerbaijan sees its climate change this quickly, this dramatically, especially with something as unique as the Caspian Sea crisis playing out, it really forces us to rethink what normal even means anymore. What kind of long-term changes does that suggest for how we need to prepare, not just in Azerbaijan, but maybe everywhere, as these kinds of challenges become more common?
And it really begs the question, doesn't it? What actually happens to a region's entire ecosystem, its economy, its whole way of life, when something as vital as the Caspian Sea undergoes such a profound, such a rapid transformation? The knock-on effects are just immense.
Definitely food for thought. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. I hope this insight helps you stay well informed.